seniorhometransitions.com.
All right, we seem to have a senior theme on the show today. We had senior dogs, senior adopt a senior dog month, okay, with the Kentucky Humane Society. But also, I know we all love our seniors, and I'm talking about seniors in our lives. I'm talking about mothers, grandparents, etc. And sometimes they need to make a transition, and it's hard to really navigate through that. I can totally understand this. With us now is Patty Nazer. Patty is with Senior Home Transitions. Patty, welcome to the show. And to me, there is such a niche, there's such a need for what you do. Tell us about your personal story and how you discovered that, yes, there is a need for this.
I got into this a couple years ago, and my father, who had the beginning of stages of Alzheimer's, fell and broke his hip and needed to find assisted living. It was very confusing. We had 2 weeks to find him a place to live, and had to go to several different places. Finally found him a place to live. He moved in, was very happy, but 4 months later wandered in the middle of the night, and we were told, now you need to find memory care. So then went through the whole process all over again, found memory care, got him in there, got better medical care, and found that he didn't have progressive Alzheimer's. He had a urinary tract infection, which had caused him to wander, so we didn't have to move him from the place where he was happy. And I wondered, why isn't there anybody out there helping people like me not make these big, bad decisions?
See, this makes perfect sense to me. When I was reading about what you do with Senior Home Transitions, I was saying this is a lot like maybe applying for college with kids. It's like there's so many questions. Can I get help? Can I get assistance, financial assistance? I have a special needs child, or I have someone who's really focused in this direction. It's kind of like that with a senior. It's like what place fits them, and there is a place that is correct for everyone. But what you worry about is when you go out there and you look around, some people have an agenda. They want to put you here for a reason because they benefit from it.
Right.
So this is different. Patty, what you do is you try to find the correct answer for the correct people, correct?
Exactly. If someone calls, if they want to stay at home, I will help them stay at home safely. If they want to go into a community, I try and pare down and only introduce them to the communities that would be appropriate for them, based on their budget, based on the types of things they like to do. Do they like to travel? Do they like to play cards? There's lots of things that go into the decision-making process. There's also financial resources that are available, such as the VA benefit, and I can help them learn if they're qualified for that and help them go through that process.
So there is some financial assistance there, and perhaps folks are not even aware of it, right? And you'll help make them aware of that.
Most people I deal with do not have the knowledge or the education on the VA benefits to understand, and most of them qualify, and they don't know it.
Patty, what kind of levels of care can you help with? I mean, because there's all kinds of different levels. Yeah.
There's independent living, there's assisted living with personal care, there's personal care licensed, there's memory care and skilled care, and I can help with any of those levels.
Wow. So the folks that you're probably wanting to talk to and wanting to help, would you say that's someone who maybe has a parent, a grandparent, or maybe they realize, hey, I need some help here? You can help with any of the above.
I deal with children and I deal with the seniors, and some people are ready right now because they're in an emergency situation, they're in rehab, and they have to find a place now. Some people are just thinking about it down the road and want to get educated on what are the things I need to be thinking about. And people ask me all the time, when is too soon to talk to you? It isn't too soon, because if I talk to you 5 years in advance, I can help you protect some of your money from the Medicaid laws that, for spend downs, and help protect those funds, especially with couples. That's so important, because if one ends up in assisted living and the other ends up in a nursing home and has to go on Medicaid, you could have to spend down so much money the other spouse can't afford the assisted living. So you can never plan too soon.
There is such a need for folks like you. I think there are people out there right now who have so many questions and don't know where to start. So you're the answer.
And I love talking to them. I love helping them. I love questions. It's not even a job. I mean, I love talking to people and helping them.
Senior Home Transitions. I'm curious, what are some of the questions that you get, Patty? I would think people are going to go, okay, what kind of community, what kind of activities do they offer?
Do they offer transportation? Right. Do they have doctors that come visit us in the place, or can we keep our own doctors?
Dining schedules?
Dining schedules. Can you eat any time, or is there a particular window of time? Do they have activities that I would enjoy? Because every community has different activities. There's one community that I love to refer to for people who love sports. There's another one because it has a quilting club. Everybody has different interests and different personalities, and because I'm in and out of these communities all the time, I know what personality would fit that person in the community.
Sometimes there is a price to pay when you start start looking around at senior communities. Can you protect us? For instance, I'll tell you what I'm referring to here. Is I have a friend of mine who is trying to put his mom in a senior care facility. With that being said, he says once the word got out, he is being bombarded by they're selling his name, different companies. Hey, yeah, you see, you go. Yep,
when you get on those big search engines, that's what they do. They sell your name, and then everybody tries to sell you. When someone calls me, I protect your name. I only take you to the places that are appropriate. And my deal with all the communities is you don't reach out to the people that I tell you I'm working with. That's my job. Once we tour, if you want to follow up with them, that's okay, but you're not going to bombard them with sales gimmicks, whatever. I help them by letting them know who has deals. There are deals out there. Everything is negotiable. People don't know that. They get handed a rate card. They think that's it. I can negotiate deals for you. I know when there's deals being offered. I know when people are kind of in a weak spot and they're willing to negotiate more so than others.
I hate to mention the competition, but on the other hand, I'm okay with it. I don't want to mention any names. A Place for Mom. Okay, A Place for Mom. You know, they seem to have, there seems to be certain relationships that they have that benefit them. So how are you different from a place like that?
Well, they have contracts with only a select few communities. I have contracts with everyone. There are 2 places in town, I will tell you, that I don't have contracts with, but we trade referrals, so it all works out. So I will refer to any place in town. A Place for Mom will only refer to the places they have contracts with. And they don't have anybody local, so they simply shoot you an email and say, here's the places you need to go check out. I narrow it down for you, base it on your personality and all the different factors that I try and get to know you. Instead of just giving you the names of all the places that you could go, I try and find the place where you'll be happy, and then I take you on the tours. We go eat lunch. You know, I have lunch. It's because it's important when you're a senior. You know, you really look forward to your meals. The meals are important, so I always encourage people to have a meal there.
See if you like it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, to participate in activities. Sometimes you can go stay for 2 or 3 days for free just to check it out to see if it's a place that you would like. So there's all kinds of things that you can do and that I help you do personally instead of just sending you a list and say, here you go.
You know, something we've yet to mention, but I think it's worthy of mentioning, is your clients don't pay you. So that, you know,
totally
if you're worried
free.
about, yeah, it's totally free. So don't worry about, wow, that sounds great, but it sounds expensive. That isn't the case here. Diana's on the phone, and Diana has a question for you there, Patty. Diana, welcome to the show. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you. Patty, I'm in a senior apartment complex at this time, but I have some help from KIPTA, but I need more help. I've had a few small strokes, and I wonder, I don't drive, how I could get in touch with you and see if there's something else out there for me.
Well, you can certainly call me. My phone number is 396-9228, and feel free to call me, and I'm sure I can help you find some resources.
All right. Yeah, there's the number on the screen. We encourage you to give them a call. I think there's a big need for this. If you have any questions, and I think anyone who is in that position, there's got to be, is that not your phone numbers?
Nope.
Oh, those are our phone numbers there at the bottom. yeah, those are our phone, which is okay. That's what we usually have. They're trying to ask you questions. Okay, but your phone number, just in case for those who need it, go ahead.
396-9228.
396-9228. There we go. There it is. Right. It is right on the screen. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, I encourage you to give them a call if you would, please. Senior home transitions. So many questions. You know, even if you're pretty savvy at this, there may be some financial assistance available that you're not aware of.
Yes.
There may be a community that may be perfect for the senior in your life that you're not aware of, those kind of things. So, Patty, thank you very much. You've been fantastic.
Thanks for having me on.
Okay, step number 1, set up an appointment, correct?
Yes.
All right.
And I will come to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent job. There's the information again on the screen. Senior home transitions. Patty, I think there's a big need out there. Thank you very much. And by the way, folks, again, doesn't cost you a cent, right?
Not a penny.
Wow. Love that. All right. Patty Nazer, you're great. You come back see us?
I will.
All right. You got it. All right. Coming up here, big event for veterans. If you want to save some money, this event is huge, and it's at your favorite place, Cabela's. I love Cabela's. Everyone loves Cabela's. That place is always packed. What is it about that? You'll love Cabela's. We'll talk about it. You can save some money. We'll be right back on Wait for Your Listens.